We have 2 fans, maybe.
Wow.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Our 2 loyal fans.
You don't know, man. In 3 years, man, people will look back on these days and think about the good
We
days.
should really set up a Patreon now. Get going.
Get it just get it going like from the get go, just for everybody who wants to dive into here. I send Polaroids of myself. Just be advised.
We'll get a.
If we become somewhat recognizable, then the next episode we'll do after that point, I'll do the session in my whole Elmo voice.
Oh my god.
That would be amazing. On so many levels. Okay, we are missing Mr. Saren, who is back. There's our Mr. Saren. Thank you for joining us. We have Mr. Matcha. We have everybody else. Dalen, good morning. How is it in the other hemisphere of the world?
I think he muted himself.
Dalen has muted.
And so did Buckles.
Buckles as well. Well, they're communicating in-house. But Dalen's back. Dalen, how is it on the other side of the world?
Great. Early morning.
Yes, well, we like to keep you awake. It's like having a job without the money.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so quick resume of last week, and then we'll get started. Like I said, Jess is sick, so I don't think she'll be joining us. She might come on later, but we will see. So, last week, you guys fought. You guys deciphered the trap, or the bulls, from what you could tell, and were able to activate a door. When you walked in the door, 2 rotting hounds came out and attacked you. You were able to defeat them, to your knowledge, as they disappeared when surrounded by flames. And when that was done, you heard a click. And we had some doors opening up here. So we know that there's a door that opened up over here, and one that opened up over here. To your knowledge, that's what you heard.
We also discussed at the end of session whether or not we should take a short rest. I don't think we reached a verdict on that.
Correct. So what are you guys doing now?
Do we need a breather?
I'm okay to go on, but if we do, then I can get my animals back.
I'm still good.
And my totem, but other than that, I'm still good.
All right. I'm kind of curious to see what else is in here.
Okay.
Did we hear a click at both doors?
You heard, yeah, both the upper one and the lower one that you could tell.
I want to walk up to the north door.
Okay.
Da, 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 da. Bear with me here.
Oh, there we go.
That's not what I want. Come on. Okay, so you walk up the north door. You click. The door opens. And inside, you see a chest.
Oh.
A small, seemingly benign chest.
I poke it with the butt end of my hammer.
Okay, it rattles. It's wooden. It's pretty large, actually. It looks like it's pretty big.
Is it locked?
Give it a try.
I will.
Ah, fuck you. Not you. Sorry. That's the. Okay, I will deal with that in a little bit. I may have to make a phone call here, but we'll keep going for now. Okay, so the chest opens up, and inside you find Bear with me.
Death. You're death.
It's a mimic.
I'm looking for it. I had written it down, and then I lost the page. So you guys can have to bear with me just 1 second. This fucking... Okay, cool. Okay, there is a small sort of cone-shaped sort of helm in there with 2 sort of little horns that are in there. Okay.
Say a cone-shaped helm.
It's like a little like metallic sort of cone-shaped thing with 2 little horns on it.
Like a Viking helmet.
A little bit, yeah.
Put it on. We can match.
There is also a bear with me here. There's also a couple potion bottles that you see.
Ooh.
Varying colors. Sorry, I'm trying to find it here. Oh, there it is. And there is one more thing. There's a weapon in there as well. It's an older, it is an older looking double-bladed great axe.
Ooh.
Ooh. Damn. I think we all know who that should go to.
It's rather large. It's
The most deadliest one on the team.
Mara.
His second most deadliest on the team then.
Mara's fists.
When you say large, is it still small enough to be wielded by a 8-foot tall Goliath?
Yeah, I would say it is probably about 4 feet. The arm is 4 feet. It is a bigger weapon. It takes up the majority of the chest. It's got that, the helm, and the potion sort of sitting there.
And how many potions are there?
There are 3.
Are they distinctive in any way?
Are you sure they're actually potions?
You don't know. Like they're like glass vials with liquid inside of them. They. If this thing stops fucking scrolling on me. Sorry, all this shit disappeared right before the start of the game, so I'm trying to refine it all. I know what I had. Come on.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, there are a couple different colors. They're sort of... they don't look like your typical thing that you've seen probably before. Can't really tell at a glance what they could be. Different sort of... One of a darker hue, one of a wispier sort of hue, and one that's sort of like a clear transparent e-liquid. Yeah, so that's what you find in there.
I can always identify them later, or now if we still want to take that rest. Is there anything else
we
in
can
the
take
room?
that rest.
That's it. It's just that little thing with the chest in the corner.
Great. I will show my prizes to the rest of the party.
Okay. You guys see Buckled sort of pulls out. I assume you're going to grab the chest and just drag everything out to the room where everyone was in, or is that...
No, I'll just take the stuff out.
Okay, take the stuff out.
Chest around.
It's pretty heavy. Like, especially the axe is pretty big. But you manage to make your way back to the party. And you have I would say the 3 potions, the helm, and the great axe.
A nice axe you got there.
It is. Give me some time alone with it. I'll tell you if it's any good.
All right.
We've seen fiends running around this place. You never know what could be inside this steel.
I give it a wrap. It seems all right.
Might be cursed.
Alright, so how about we settle down if you're here for a while? And damn it, I'm copying your accent. Yeah, we can settle down here for a while, and you can take a look at those if you want.
Sounds good.
Sorry, normally I try not to be the one, to be the party pooper or anything like that. But maybe none of us should enter our, rooms like this by themselves.
Okay.
Don't worry, if you go into a room alone, I'll protect you.
Well, I mean, this is just for everyone's safety, because what happened is, the whole fight started. We all walked in here and doors slammed shut. Let's just say we go into the next room and there's only one of us, and then we have to fight only what gods know or whatever.
Alright. I'll agree to not being alone. Still do it.
So, I mean, if anyone would just want to pick a room buddy, travel buddy.
To the buddy system.
Okay. So, what do you guys do?
I'm gonna take a short rest then.
Short rest so you can identify.
Perfect.
I will, instead of taking a short rest, I'm going to do a series of rituals.
Yep.
So I'm going to take 10 minutes first to start it off and just cast Detect Magic.
Okay. So, all of the items that you found in the box give off a trailing amount of magic, some stronger than others.
Oh.
You're seeing a pretty powerful vibe from the axe and from that horned helmet.
All right, well then I guess I will spend 50 minutes casting Identify 5 times.
Okay. So that's your 1 hour short rest. Okay. Everyone else can take a short rest. You discover a few things. I'll go through the potions first. There is a potion of greater healing.
Yes.
There is a potion of fire breath. There is a potion of water breathing.
Oh.
Okay. The great axe is a +1 great axe. The antiquated horned helmet you recognize as a hat of wizardry.
Oh.
Okay. It is a cone-shaped hat with horns. It's got a small symbol of a moon and stars. While you're wearing it, you can use the hat as a spellcasting focus for your wizard spells.
All right.
And you can cast a cantrip you don't know.
Ooh.
The cantrip must be on the wizard spell list, and you must make a DC 10 Arcana check. If it succeeds, you cast the spell.
Wow.
Do we have a wizard in the group?
Aye, we do.
We do.
The real question is, if we give it to somebody who's not a wizard, what happens?
It won't work as a focus.
Mhm.
Uh,
So, like, if
the-
we were to put the hat on the barbarian,
Mhm.
she throws out firebolts.
She would have to do an Arcana check every time she casts one.
Sure enough.
Yes.
Or what about does it have to be a wizard or someone who can just cast magic?
Anyone can wear it.
Anyone can wear it. It means you can cast one wizard cantrip, but you have to make an intelligence check with a DC 10.
Would it require
Can-
attunement?
It is a. It doesn't say.
If it doesn't say it, usually means no.
Can you pet wear it?
Let me just double check it here.
Give it to the raccoon.
my God.
Oh, then I'd recommend my guy not getting the hat.
No, it doesn't.
But in character, he wants the hat.
Yeah. So no, it does not require attunement. But if the spell is actually stored in the helm itself, so if it's cast, it will not cast again until a long rest. So basically, you get one free cantrip of something you don't know, and once it's cast, whether it fails or passes, it's gone. So technically, yeah, anybody could wear it. It's just the bonus of it gives you a spellcasting focus as a wizard, so you don't have to worry about that. But it has an extra cantrip that you don't know.
All right.
So, anything special?
I'm gonna take that great big axe. I'm gonna go up to the Goliath. Say, "You want to cross blades?
You bet.
Take it for a whirl."
I'll try it out.
So I'm gonna do a little sparring with Nala whilst holding.
Perhaps
the
don't
great
use
axe.
it on us like last.
It feels good. Like the it's heavy for you. Like it's pretty intense, but you can wield it. You're a pretty strong guy. All that work on the forge, and I mean it
I'm
works.
not exactly proficient with it, but
No. I mean like you can hold it and swing it. It feels good in your hands. Like you know what a good weapon feels like, and this one feels really well. Although it doesn't look it, right? It's definitely old. It's sort of more ratted. It looks like it's been there for a very long time. Same thing with the helm. These are all both like I would say like 2,000-3,000 years old, kind of a very ancient kind of look to them. Not modern design, but they look like they've been in this cave for a long time.
all right. After we spar, I suppose
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at the axe kind of longingly, but I'll pass it over. I'll give this to you as long as you promise not to try and cut my head off with it again.
Again.
You don't remember? You were pretty out of it.
Uh,
And I will pass her the +1 great axe.
Okay. How are you guys divvying off the rest of the stuff? Do that quick, and then we can. Are you keeping the rest?
No, I'm gonna relay what the rest of it is. Who gets beat up the most?
Well, I've got some few healing spells on me, so I'll try to be careful not to go down next time.
I've been knocked out once since traveling with you, and was it nearly bloodied? Was it once or twice now?
I think at least twice, maybe 3 times.
Maybe you should run into battle.
He does it. He staggers in.
Alright. Maybe you should take this for an emergency then, and I'll pass Gerald the potion of greater healing.
I think I'll pass on the potions for now. Walk and split it.
Okay, I just kind of need to know the deets of potion of greater healing.
You can add it to your inventory
+4.
if you go into your character sheet, Gerald. Or I can add it for you if you'd like.
Yeah, because I have the app. I can't automatically look up things.
I will add it to your inventory as soon as I figure out this? Yeah,
Okay.
I got it.
Thank you. Very generous with the potion. What about the hat?
Buy the hat. What color's the hat?
It's a metallic hat, right? So it's like a metal cone hat with 2 horns on it.
Cool.
With like a little nose thing in front.
This hat would be. It requires a bit of knowledge of the arcane. How are you with that?
Well, you've seen me cast spells, but now that I've taken a closer look at it, you said it basically has horns and a nose.
Well, the nose protector. It's like a conical, those old like cone head sort of like pike heads kind of deal. It's like a cone, metal cone that goes down around your head with a nose piece and an open face.
After taking a closer look at it, I feel that it just does not match me.
Well, it only works about once a day if we can actually get some magic out of it. Maybe we'll just keep it off to the side till we need a little bit of mage hand in, bit of illusion.
Sure. That'd be great to give to anyone else but me.
I've also got a potion what lets us breathe underwater, and a potion that lets us breathe fire. We'll keep it simple. I'll keep it in my bag. If anybody needs it, just let me know.
Sounds
The
good.
last one sounds like fun.
Aye.
All right. So you finish off your short rest. You guys feel good. What do you do?
So I guess we're done in this room. Doesn't seem like anything else interesting here. Shall we
We need
move on
to
to the
check
other
the-
door we haven't gone?
Other door?
Yeah.
This door here?
Yep. Thanks.
I'm ready
Put
to
away
move.
my instrument and grab my spear.
Okay. So you head over to that door. This one is also unlocked. It clicks open. And you guys go. Oh, let me just grab one thing here. Hold on. I need my... Thank you. Okay. So you are here. And are... Okay. So the door opens up and it reveals a long hallway. Again, comes to an end, starts to go down, as well as another hallway that sort of goes down here.
Okay, so how did the hallway split?
Sorry, I keep forgetting you can't see it. So it's a hallway, and there's 2 paths to the left. One sort of short, and one sort of a little bit farther, about 10 feet down. Both of the paths edge off to the left from this tunnel here.
I'm just gonna go and take a peek down both tunnels with my dark vision.
Okay, so you head down, and the shorter one sort of curves around. Well, I'll say, like, as far as you can kind of see that it keeps going down like this way. And the other one, based on your dark vision, you see that it sort of goes down, and then it starts to curve off again the other way.
Well, first on the left hasn't failed us yet.
All right, so
Yeah.
Let's move on.
what's your marching order again? Same thing. Are we doing the same thing as last time? Who's in front? Who's in back?
I'll
Just
stay
so we-
right in the
very
middle.
back.
Like I'll stick close to whoever has a torch going on.
Yeah, me too. I'll have a
I have
try
one.
on it. Yeah.
I'll pull out my hooded lantern.
All right, Maria's going to go in the
Spear in one hand.
middle. All right, we'll do this. How's that? You guys move along, and you start to go down, and as you crest around the corner, you guys hear... I need everybody... I'm going to make a... All right. So, you guys can make a No, I think it's fine. I have it all here.
Deck saving throw.
Yeah, make a dodge saving throw. Deck saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Always with style.
No.
I just walk headfirst into whatever.
You guys all walk headfirst, except for Gerald, who's been sticking back behind everybody. He's like, I don't know what's going on. And so everybody else gets hit with a rain of needles. So you guys are going to take... everyone takes 4 damage as these needles shoot out from the walls and just impale you sort of in like all over. It's like, imagine like 50 needles just shooting out all at once and you all just kind of get like splintered in there. And then it stops. And you can see the path veers off again.
I didn't think this is how I turn into a porcupine.
What do you guys do?
Is there a triggering mechanism that we hit?
You can see that a couple of the tiles in the area on the floor look like they were stepped on and done.
I will continue to walk forward, and I'm going to take the bottom of my hammer again and just kind of run it along the ground in front of me as I go.
Okay, so make me a investigation check. Yeah, investigation check. Okay, you're doing a great
All good,
job.
guys?
Yeah, it's perfectly safe. So you guys move along the corner here, and there's another corner that goes down off to your left again. It's kind of like zigzagging around a little bit. And you keep going, and again, you hear a click, and this time, Dalen and Buckholz, make me a dex saving throw again.
Woohoo!
Right.
Okay. Matcha, make me a reaction dex save to see if you can help. I'll give you a reaction to see if you can grab Dalen.
Okay.
Like an acrobatics, we'll say.
Oh, you said acrobatics?
Yeah, I'll do an acrobatics check.
Oh my god.
No.
Numbers.
I don't see it. Come on. Are you gonna roll it, Masha, or are you just gonna go with?
Oh, wait. So it's acrobatics.
Yeah.
I rolled the dexterity save and acrobatics. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That acrobatics one just appeared for me. Okay, so you miss. So the floor drops out from below you. Buckholz, you managed to react. Now, are you jumping forward or are you jumping backwards? So you're jumping forward. So Buckholz manages to jump forward over the trap and jumps over it. But now this entire section here falls out. Dalen, you start to fall.
Oh, guys.
Matcha tried to grab you. He was not fast enough. I'm going to say that you fall about 20 feet. Are you doing anything, Dallin? Are you trying to do anything, or are you just going to fall down? I don't know if you have any reactions or anything you can do.
Sorry, what?
You start to fall.
I pray hard to Sylvanus as a bonus action.
Okay. That's very good. So
Lord
then-
of Satan!
Would I be able to have
and
enough time to get out my grappling hook that's tied to the end of the rope and throw it at him?
I mean, you could do that. It's not going to catch him. You might be able to pull him up with that, but it's an action to pull out an object from your pack. So
Fair enough.
it would be like 6 seconds basically if you'd like zoom in and grab it. So Dallin lands. You're going to take falling damage. Let me just remember how.
It's a d6 per 10 feet.
It's a d6 per 10 feet, right? That's what I thought. So that's it. And you smack hard and take 9 points of damage.
You want to eat Paul?
And you're about 20 feet down now in this hole, surrounded by a couple dead skeletons.
I'm gonna take my 50-foot rope and I'm gonna start lowering it down. Sorry, I couldn't catch you, bud.
It's alright. I'm gonna stand up, brush myself off. Just have a look around the bodies, anything around.
Make an investigation check.
Right.
I mean, there's 2 dead guys. It's kind of dark in here. It's hard to see. Your butt hurts from falling.
I have my torch.
Like you see that they have like some like raggedy old stuff. A lot of it looks like it's just like decayed, right? It looks kind of really ratty and really old. Like a lot of them sort of fell apart as you landed, and as you get close to them, they kind of like shift and like dust in your face, and you get like grave dust as you sort of snort back and cow head shake.
Alright. Let's try to get back up the rope then. Nothing down here, just checking.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to the rest of the party. Right, so he's huge. I'm gonna need some help to pull him up.
I'll help you.
I'll give you a
Hold on,
hand.
it doesn't-
Help! Need help?
Oh no.
Dalen is struggling. He's barely holding on the rope here. Now make me a strength check with advantage because you're huge.
Is Nala there?
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, with guidance.
guidance.
With guidance.
Best.
Excellent. Okay.
I think I'm gonna ritual cast Unseen Servant. Well,
Nathan, do you have fancy glasses for interviews? Do you have different glasses?
I have indoor and outdoor glasses.
Oh, do you? Okay.
They're like a special blue blocker for computer screens.
Okay. I was wondering.
Strength. Nope. Like up, where it says strength above the 4.
Oh God. Okay, a 9. I'm gonna say it's not too difficult to get up this rope. Dallin's big, but you're pretty strong. You almost smack him against the side though, as you're pulling him up because it's kind of awkward and tight, and the floor is a little bit slippery. You almost drop him once. He's like slides down a foot and almost lets go because it's just awkward. But you managed to get him up. So Dallin, you are now back with everybody else. Buckholz, you were on the other side of the pit.
Do I
So
see
that
anything down
was
the hall?
What's that?
Do I see anything down the hall?
Yeah. So as you turn around and like sort of take in your surroundings, you notice that the sort of cave continues off. The path continues off down, sort of veering off.
I don't see the end of it yet.
No, not really. I mean, you can take a further look if you go walking down it.
I'll wait.
Okay.
Alright, so how are we gonna get over this hole?
I think I'm gonna.
I'm gonna try to jump over the corner that's closest to the wall.
Okay. You can.
Just like as the shortest.
You could. Yeah, I would say it'd be about a 5-foot jump because you can't like jump into the wall, right? You'd have to step a little bit away from the wall to sort of make it. So it's a 5-foot jump. It's a pretty decent jump. But if you do an athletic check, you can see if you make it or if you fall.
Can we like attach a rope to him and keep
Guidance.
him?
I mean, I can toss
13.
a grappling hook over there and like pull when they jump if need be.
Yeah, well, so Matcha just jumps. He's just going. and he like hits like kind of doesn't gauge it properly and sort of hits the top, but like manages to sort of put his arms on the side and like hold on, and then like push herself up. So she pushes herself up and sort of slides onto the top, and makes it, but it was a little tight there.
I meant to do that.
I'll
Guess
take the
I'll roll
grappling
to jump
hook out.
next.
Yeah, I'll take the grappling hook out and toss it to whoever's jumping, just to give them a hand if need be.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that with help and with the rope and things like that, for the sake of
Damon's
brevity.
gonna put a shield over the corner, just like I said, something to step on.
Yeah, you guys can all make it over with assistance and with stuff. You guys do manage to all make it across the pit and onto the other side. Relatively okay. So you guys keep moving down the road.
Mm-hmm.
So you continue to move down the pathway.
I'll keep my eyes close to the ground just to see that, and nothing else sneaks up on us on the time.
Who's got the sharpest eyes?
I've got eyes. That's it.
Okay, so Matcha, make me an investigation check. Perception check. Perception check. All right, fucking 26. So one of the things you notice as you're walking really close to where you guys are, about 10 feet in front of you, on this wall here, is there's what seems to be some light coming out from underneath the wall.
I'll point it out to the others.
Oh god, what's that light? Did I do something?
I see no light.
No.
Okay, there's a giant circle that showed up on my screen. So, yeah, so you see something. It's definitely something there.
Like from the cracks under the wall?
Yeah, the cracks under the wall. So, like, imagine the wall goes through and about 10 feet in front of you, you notice a small little bit of light just emanating right below. Very, very, very tiny. It's really hard to, like, imagine I had to, like, point it out to you. Like, no, guys, there's something here. Because, like, you guys wouldn't have noticed it. It's a very, very, very faint, thin crack of light.
I'm gonna get Rogue to sort of sniff for a draft while I test the wall, test the bricks.
The wall doesn't. The bricks don't feel as thick. Like you tap the wall to the right, you tap the wall there. It definitely feels thinner.
I push on it.
Yeah. So you push, and it reveals itself, and it opens up into the room that you were in before.
Mm.
Well, that was nice. Is there anything at the end of the hallway?
Yeah. So you go around, and there is another door there.
Oh, look at that.
You push on the door, and it opens, and you see the imp room that you were in.
Alright. Well, should we
Well,
go
that's
around and
convenient.
try the other hall?
Should we go the long way around back to that other
Check.
hallway?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather not try for more needles.
Doo-doo-doo. You guys make your way around, and going this way, you're seeing the path sort of curves around, and you sort of make your way as you go, and you're being cautious. You make it around sort of these bends. Make me another perception check, Matcha, since you're kind of leading the way, checking everything. Okay.
17.
So it seems pretty good. You're checking everything. You really don't notice anything too crazy going on there. And you keep heading down the corridor here, and then you make it to the end, and you hit a T intersection. One that sort of edges down and curves around, and the other one keeps going north. So you can go south around the corner. Sorry, I guess you can go west and south around the corner, or you can go north.
Are we still gonna believe in our left turns?
Always.
I'm in.
Let's do it.
I send Rogue off to scout the other one?
Yeah. So are you gonna stay there and let him scout first, or are you gonna walk down the other way?
I will let the party advance, and I'll just close my eyes and see through his senses.
Okay, so you guys start to advance, and the hallway goes downwards here, and on this side here, you see there's another one of those sort of offset, sort of kind of like small hallways with another statue. Again, this one of Thor, what the guy on the left here, whatever his name is, the Thoradin. Yes, sorry, all my sheets are fucked today. Thoradin on the left here, and this time he's just sort of standing there, looking at you. As your little friend walks down the other way, the hallway sort of bends and curves and weaves and weaves and continues down a ways. And you get to about here, where that would be, as you guys move the other way, you'd be out of your sort of 100-yard range to see through his eyes. Okay. So you call him back, and you guys keep going, and you see down here, as you come around here, there are stairs leading up. And here in front of you right now is collapsed.
What's collapsed?
The hallway has collapsed in.
Oh.
So there's a rock slide. It's pretty heavy rock. Looks like
So we can either go up the stairs or finish what the raccoon started.
Yeah. I mean, there are also those, don't forget, there's more doors in the room with the two statues, right?
That's true.
But yeah, in terms of like pathing, those are your options. Can you guys scroll on the map? You guys can move around and see?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure that I feel like I need to fill you in on stuff. If I don't need to, then I won't worry about it.
You guys think this is another entrance to the temple, like the other stairs?
I don't
One
know.
way to find out.
Yeah, I vote we check it out.
It's always good to know if we have an emergency exit.
It's true. But I think we should check it out stealthily.
Okay.
Stealth is my forte.
Yeah, still.
I thought streaking was.
I have many skills, alright?
So you make your way up the stairs, and they seem to be pretty steep. You seem to go up, I would say, what seems to be a good 5 to 10 minutes. Slowly sort of going as the stairs go up. And eventually the well-chiseled dwarven sort of architecture starts to erode, and the stairs to get mossy and damp, and it starts to get a little bit hazardous, so you slow down your pace even more, and you get another 100 feet up, and there's a sort of another cave-in on this side, but the rubble looks to have been cleared out, and for like enough to get a body or two through.
What's past it? Is there a door or just
You'd have to climb up over the rock to get through it. So if you imagine like the cave kind of caved in, there's sort of like, I'd say, a 6-foot boulder, and some of the smaller rubble over sort of in the top has been cleared out, so you can see light coming through from the other side, but it's not a big opening, like a size of a 3-foot hole maybe at the top.
Does it look stable enough to climb?
It's mossy on the inside, but it looks like you could maybe manage it. It looks like it might be difficult by yourself, but
How far up did you say it was?
It's about 6 feet.
Okay.
I'll try climbing.
Hold on, 2 seconds. I'm going to cast Mold Earth on the stones to make them less difficult to climb.
Okay.
Hey.
So what are you going to do? How are you going to do that?
So it just says I can cast it on an area of difficult terrain to make it not difficult.
Okay.
So just
So you
run my hammer over it and smooth it out, kind of like I'm chiseling it.
right. So you cast Mold Earth, and you basically kind of carve in these little like footholds, almost as if you're making like a stepping ladder onto the rock, into the rock face, to make it so that it's very easy now for you to climb this, almost like a step ladder, up to the top. And as you get up to the top, you kind of level out the top of the boulder, so the opening is a little bit wider and straight instead of sort of curved and jagged, so that it's not difficult to climb over. And as you climb over, you see water. And you look like you're about 150 feet in the air, at the top of a very small cave. So the cave looks out over the water. You're sort of on a precipice on the cave. It's kind of crumbled, and below you can see the ocean.
Ocean.
The ocean, or a large body of water.
You said there was light coming from here, right? So would I be correct in assuming that I'm looking out sort of at the waters up by the docks?
You can't see the docks from here, but it's the only large body of water you know in the area. So it definitely looks like it's the same sort of thing. It's now, I would say, close to 6 a.m. So the sun is just rising. And you can see the sun's off to the east from here.
If can I use some kind of maybe like an intelligence check just to see, sort of map out where we've come and see where we're popping out?
Yeah, so you think that you're probably, based on sort of what you can do, and like you poke your head out and you kind of look to the left and right, and when you look to the left, far off in the distance, you can see Everlook off to the distance in your left. You look like you're probably about, I would say, almost 3/4 of a kilometer outside of the city now at this point. Almost a kilometer outside of the city, on the rocky cliff edge.
We still have one of them maps.
Yeah. You pull out your map, and let me move you here to the map real quick here so you guys can get an idea. Okay. Everyone's seeing the map of the city now?
Yeah.
Okay. So you gauge, based on what you're seeing, that you're about here.
Sorry, I didn't see that. Can you show me again? Oh, down there. Jeez.
Alright, so you basically
Dang, alright.
came into the docks here, and you seem to have gone underground. It looks like the temple's probably out here, under this sort of large empty mass outside of the city walls. And like basically outside of the walls here, one of the reasons why this side is so fortified is that they're basically 100-foot cliff edges all along here, making it really hard to sort of access the water in the city. And there are sort of on top of those cliff edges, on top of the wall, are defenses set up and basilisks and things to like shoot down into the water, and they're really high up. So that's one of the reasons why Everlook is so well fortified, is that they have these basilisks up on this wall here and on this side here, sort of overlooking the water, so nobody can attack them by water, and they have the wall on the other side.
Do we as a group actually have a physical map?
You do have a map. You guys picked one up.
I'm just going to make a little marking for approximately where I think this entrance is.
Yeah. So you've made a mark now. I will label it for you on the map here.
Great. Well, if we need an emergency exit, hope you all know how to swim.
Yeah.
Ocean now.
I do.
The drop, it looks pretty severe. There's a bunch of spiky rocks below you. Doesn't necessarily look like something you would live through if you just jumped without doing something else. Just like a base jump would not make it down.
I'll make a mental note. Maybe later I can set up a grappling hook, rope ladder type thing.
Hmm.
But it's a task for another time.
So, what do you guys do?
Heading back in, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you said the walls were wet or moist or something.
Like moldy, kind of like imagine like an old cave that's gotten lots of sea air and like humidity from being really close to the water. So like mold and mildew and stuff like that. Just like a older cave.
Well, okay, never mind.
Actually, can we look up and like see how much further up the cliff face goes up from where we are?
So you're I'd say about 25 feet down from what you can kind of guess. Kind of hard to see, but you kind of hold each other's hands and like sort of stick your head out even further. And you're about 25 feet below the top of the cliff face.
Okay.
But the cliff face kind of like pushes out, if you will. So like kind of like this, the cave sort of down here. If you can see me on the camera, it's like like the cave sort of the cliff edge sort of goes inwards here. So you couldn't see the cave entrance if you were standing on top of it. And the cave entrance is small enough that it doesn't really, you probably wouldn't be noticeable easily from the outside.
Okay.
But it's about 25 feet.
Should we head back down?
Yeah.
We'll make our way to the other hallway.
Okay. So, oops. Let me do this. You guys head back down. And you make your way north through the caves the other way. And the cave turns around and around. And you walk through and you're being careful. Make me another perception check. Matcha. Okay. You actually notice this time there's a pressure plate sort of off in the corner, sort of here. You don't trigger it. You warn everybody about it, and you where's my stupid thing? Oh, you see another statue. This one of Thoradin, the other guy, Thanathoradin. I can't say his name. I'm going to pick better gods. Mathordin. Yes. And he's standing there also, arms crossed, in this one. And he looks cross or angry.
I still pray to him.
Yeah. And you move up the other way, and the cave is collapsed at the end there and sort of comes up to a dead end.
I'm gonna try to look for any more like tiny slits on the ground, like the last.
Yeah, make me. I'll stay with your perception check. You go through the area, and you're paying pretty much attention. You know kind of what to look for. As last time, you don't notice anything on this hallway. Say in the next 150 feet around, you don't really notice anything that sticks out.
We don't see what would activate if we stepped on this pressure plate.
Not really. You can't really tell. It does look like it's a pressure plate of sorts, but it doesn't look like you haven't triggered it.
Right. Best not tempt fate.
Yeah. So what do you guys do?
Getting up.
Going back to the big ballroom.
Okay, so you guys make your way, navigating through the tunnels, back into the ballroom. And as you get in there, you start to hear some noise. And it's a little bit odd, because it was pretty quiet in here. You hadn't realized how quiet it was, but it was quiet. And then, out of the door over here, you see some town guards that show up. And you recognize one of these town guards.
It's Dak.
It's not Dak, actually.
God damn it.
It's
That's
actually...
evil chin, brother.
No, it is... oh, God. Okay, this sheet's got to load. Okay, finally.
Juth?
It's Juth, yes. Juth is there with 3 other guards with him. And he sees you, and he yells, "Guys, you're safe. This is crazy."
More or less.
What are you doing here?
Ah, it's good to see you again, Jude.
Dak sent me a message that you were missing when he came to find you, because he had found somebody had tampered with the entrance, and something felt off. So I rushed here to see what was going on. I saw a door. It talked to me. It's very weird. But that was open, and we went down these massive stairs, and we came here, and this place is crazy.
How did you guys cross the bridge?
Well, we had to fight. There was tons of skeletons, but we were very quiet. And we just sort of snuck across, and they didn't notice us.
Do I trust his face?
Inside check.
Inside check?
God.
Yeah,
Got
can you do
it.
an inside?
Buckled, Buckled,
I don't know why I rolled all
he
those
seems
dice.
legit.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Dallin, he seems like he did cross the bridge quietly and was ignored. Seems like he's telling the truth, honestly.
Looks hurt. Do they look hurt at all?
No, they didn't. So he says, like, we didn't have to fight them. They just sort of snuck across quietly, and nothing bothered them. But he says, I was worried about you guys. There was no traces. There was tons of blood and destroyed skeletons in that room, and that's when we got nervous and we started to run. And we must have spent like hours just getting lost in these caves. And finally, we heard some noise, and now we found you guys. What are these statues?
They happen to be very important religious figures to the dwarves, so mind your mouth.
He goes to look and he goes, they're
After we've
incredible.
seen more than enough people get charmed, is there any part of Jude's face that lets out those signs?
No, not that you're aware of, but make me an insight check. So, based on that insight check, no, it doesn't look charmed. There's no, like, the charmed thing is pretty easy. Their eyes kind of go a little hazy, right? It was very vivid last time, right? Both with Nala, with Mare, and with Gerald. So this doesn't show any signs. He does seem, in his capacities, he just generally seems worried about you guys. He seems super worried, like, about you.
Oh, thanks for coming all this way.
We're alright. You planning to stay?
Well, I don't know. We kind of didn't think. When we noticed you guys were gone, we had thought you had been attacked again, like in the alley. And then there were traces of disturbance by the fire runes. So we assumed somebody had taken you. So we came down. I grabbed the men that were with me. It wasn't a whole lot, but I figured if we could make it down to you in time, we could help. And it looks like you guys made it out okay.
Much appreciated.
What is this place?
Good. I'm just gonna whisper. Should we
Is
tell
that
him?
what he's asking? The guard?
Yeah, like this is Juth, right? This is the main guard, the head body guy. He's asking, like, do you guys know anything? Do you?
Yeah, I'll give him a quick rundown of some of the enemies that we fought in here, just to give him an idea
The
of what he might
trap.
be up against, and the traps.
I fell in.
Yeah, I saw one of those too. They're kind of easy. They're just these levers. You just be careful where you step. It's been okay. We haven't triggered any, but That's good.
Neither have we, but you know,
That's
just wanted
good.
to be safe.
Judith just flexing on it.
Okay, and he goes, see, these are the statues, and he walks over the statues. And he sort of looks at them, goes to inspect them. Goes, hey, I recognize the symbol. This symbol we have in our town. I've seen it.
Why?
Yeah, they have it on the Great Library at the university. It's on the carvings on the floor. It's one of the older buildings in the city.
Do you know what it means?
No, I just recognize it because I found it odd, and now I'm seeing it again here. It's just a weird place to sort of see it. Well, interesting.
Well, if you're gonna stay, mind your step.
Okay.
I want to go over and inspect this door on the eastern side here.
Okay, so you go over and you inspect the door, and that one's actually unlocked now. And are you gonna go look inside?
Very gingerly.
Okay. You can see that again. It's another pathway. This one branches off to the left 2 times.
I'll follow him.
Left turn.
I'm just gonna take a peek down the halls.
I'll stand right outside the doorway.
I'll say for the sake of brevity, you see that this is actually another pathway that's unlocked into that upper room. With a sort of... From this side, it's a very, very visible door. From the other side, you wouldn't have noticed this door in here. Sort of a back door into that room, if you will. And over on this side here is another statue. And this statue, like the other 2 you had just seen, are sitting with their arms crossed. Sort of. That's another statue of Thorin, just sitting there with his arms crossed with a sort of angry look on his face.
What are they mad about?
Is it me or do all dwarven gods look angry?
It's just resting dwarf face.
You know, we're really trash at finding doors.
So Mari's down there. This guy's down there. Who else is in there with them?
I'm in there too.
Yeah. Okay. So, as that happens, the guard closest to Dalen. Gerald, where are you, by the way?
Oh, sorry. It's a bit of a bad case of hiccups.
That's
I
okay.
was trying to go outside to see if I can quiet them. Did I miss anything?
Doke is, I mean, not Doke, Juth is here. 3 guards. You have found another door into this room. There's another statue. Are you investigating the statue with the team, or are you hanging back?
Oh, you know, I think investigating is not really my guy's kind of thing. Is there any of the other guards that Juth is with?
Yeah, 3 other guards.
Sounds like
I was
Gerald's
gonna go
first.
talk. I just want to go talk to one of them. You know.
Okay. So you walk up to one of the guards, and you hiccup. Is you okay? Everything good?
Yes, it must have been something in the cave that I breathed in. Just
Just run up behind. I just run up behind Gerald and just go boom. Oh, it doesn't work.
Saren, what do you do? We'll let Gerald make it over his hiccups here.
I'm gonna try to take a drink, because if I don't, they will last for an hour or more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him in.
Can't even.
If I could cast Lesser Restoration in real life, I would.
Yeah. Now let's hack the light in the darkness.
I keep looking back at them though.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna walk up to that statue and I'm gonna see if maybe there's anything behind it, or
The one up here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you look and no, it's up against the wall. Make me an investigation check. Yeah, so there's another bowl here. Again, expertly crafted. Nothing behind it that you can see. No slits, no cracks. Just seems to be a dead end with another statue here. It seems like a very odd, as you think about it, like it's kind of like an odd structure. All these hallways have these dead ends with the statues sort of there. But you can't really notice anything different other than the fact that it's another statue in the corner.
Whoever made this place really loves their statues. Shall we head back into the room? Maybe check out another door.
So, you guys make your way back to the room. Doke is with you now. I mean, I'm going to keep saying that all night. Juth is with you. There is a door off to the south, and there's a door off to the west. Where are you guys going?
Left first?
Left first.
Left first it is. Alright. So, this door is locked.
Does it still look magically locked like it was before?
This one does, yeah.
Alright. Not good unless someone can deal with that one.
Can I help you? Is the south one locked?
The south one as well is locked magically.
I'm gonna turn to Juth and say, "Watch this," and I'm gonna repeat the bowl thing. Try and speak to Morden again.
Yes. What is it, little one?
My great Paragon, how do we get through these two doors?
You must cleanse this temple.
Where is the filth?
Here.
Can you be more specific?
Quiet.
Can we hear any of this?
Yeah, you guys all hear it. He's pretty fucking loud.
Okay.
God.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't just in his head.
No.
A talking statue.
Just in case, especially because we found that secret door over there, I'm gonna make a patrol around the walls of the room, just see if there's any and other doors that we didn't notice.
Okay, make me a check.
Perception or investigation?
Oh, it depends on how you're doing it. If you're walking around and looking, it's an investigation. It's
Yeah,
perception.
just walk around and look.
Yeah, perception check them. So, no special trapdoors or secrets around this place. You definitely can see that these, from what you make like a nice walk around the perimeter. There are definitely two doors. They're definitely locked. There's nothing else that you can kind of see. Buckholds.
Yas.
As he's walking around, the lights fade from the statue, and because I rolled ridiculously, you notice the three guards that are sort of hanging back are sort of glowing a little bit.
Oh yeah. Like glowing how?
Like it's hard. Like it's like a faint glow.
Like shiny gold light, sinister red light.
It's just sort of like they're a little bit like fuzzy around the edges, just a tad.
You alright, pal? And I'm gonna give him a clap on the shoulder.
And your hand kind of goes through part of his shoulder. And he looks down, and as that happens, the illusion drops on him. And his face changes, and it's not alive. It's kind of rotting. It's almost as if when you touched him, you broke whatever was there, and now he lunges at you, and we can roll initiative to see if you react first or if he does.
Oh.
I just scream.
Did you just turn that man into a zombie?
I've got many powers, alright.
That's what it kind of looks like. As soon as you touched him, he turned into a zombie for everybody else.
What?
Fuck was this evil?
Why is it? Okay,
So,
that's going to be confusing.
initiative.
Just for Buckled for now. Alright, so this is good. Hold on. I'm going to give me a sec. It's a 6 still, but I just copied Dak's thing here. These 3 now are showing up as sort of glowing face, half dead. Things like that. Add turn. How do I add a turn again?
He was too helpful.
6.
How's Juth looking?
Juth looks fun. He actually
Does he look surprised?
super fucking surprised.
Oh,
Your turn. You can go first before the skeleton.
If he's lunging at me, I'm just gonna give him a smack.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
And as he lunges at me, on instinct, Rogue is gonna jump out of my bag on him.
Mhm.
Give me the help action.
Yeah.
How's a 21?
21 hits.
Fantastic. Only 5.
5 points of damage. So you kind of like are startled by this, right? You're kind of not ready for it at the time,
But if he moves, he takes additional damage.
right? But he will not move right away. He will go and he will attack you now.
Bring it on.
He goes to swing at you with his sword and rolls a 10.
That's a miss.
Okay. Everybody else, you guys see this? You are in combat. You can roll initiative.
Alright,
wow.
Is everybody else rolling initiative?
yeah, I'm gonna jump in there then.
Good. Pick your tokens first. Do you have advantage, dude? Or you have advantage on initiative roll? Not yet. I don't know. I'll take a look next then.
There you go. All right. So, Gerald, I will roll initiative for you, unless you want to do it yourself.
I did roll. I got a 6.
All right. We'll say you go before the skeleton. So you have higher dex. Okay, so top of the round. The 2 skeletons now by you go and the 2 undead sort of creatures. You don't know if they're skeletons. I use the skeleton token, but that's not what they kind of look like. They don't look like the skeletons you saw in the other room. And they go and they make an attack at you as well.
All right.
First one was a 16.
I cast shield, so it misses.
Misses.
And as I throw my shield up, there's just a little bit of lingering abjuration energy that me.
Perfect. The second skeleton also runs up to you and decides to take a swing at you as well. And rolls a 9.
That's also a miss.
Perfect. Mare sees this and goes "Ah!" and runs up and is going to make an attack. Let me bring up her sheet here. She monk flips over.
Are we doing flanking in this?
Yes.
Okay.
So she will go and flank this first one. And she will make a quarterstaff attack on this one. With advantage. Did it roll with advantage? No. But 15 hits. And then, remind me, she then can do monk stuffs, right?
Yep.
She gets 2 unarmed attacks, right?
It's just 1 unless she uses a key point.
She's not using key points. She's not that motivated. So they both hit. So she swings her staff and hits for 8 damage. And goes back for an elbow down and does another... Is that unarmed? Yeah. 8 and 8. Bam, bam. So she smacks it. And does 16 damage to it, just smacking the thing around, and goes hee hee. And that is her turn. Nala, what do you do?
Alright, I will run up to... No, can I make it?
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Get up to this one.
Yeah. So you get up there?
Yeah. And I will use this nice new axe and try to slash its head off.
Do it.
Does a 13 hit?
13 hits.
10.
So you smack the same one Mari hit, and it just sort of goes, crumbles, and it looks pretty freaking hurt. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Buckholz, you are surrounded. We have Mare and Nala here helping you out. You've got 3 in front of you. What are you going to do?
Alright, I am going to attack the one that we're flanking.
So you're not flanking it though, right? So like,
The one that Mara and I are both flanking.
right? So like she's flanking it, so she's on its back. So
I see.
you're in front of it. So like if you have to be behind it, basically, is what I mean.
I see. Well, in that case, we'll take the first one. We got 21.
Yeah, that's fine. Roll damage that hits.
Boom.
So
So
boom,
8.
you smack it, and it just sort of crumbles over and falls over dead. Blah. I think if I delete this one, everyone's going to delete. But let's try it. 21, 22, and 6. This is the 22. All right, cool.
And then I'm going to have Rogue do his business and give advantage to the next person to hit, I guess.
The north one or the south one?
Yeah, the top one.
Okay.
That's me.
So I'll mark it with a blue marker for advantage. Okay. Saren, what are you doing?
I'm gonna cast Firebolt. Got the one that just got hit.
The one that just got hit died. So the one that's
Okay.
blue marked, it means that you have advantage on it if you attack that one.
Okay, I'll hit that one then.
Okay. Roll with advantage.
Oh,
Well, you can roll a second time. It's fine.
okay.
Okay. 13 just hits.
Okay, so... Takes 8.
8 points of damage. So you
Yeah.
fireball flies across and smashes into this thing, and it sort of screeches. Did not like that. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna. No, that's it. That's it for now.
Okay. Matcha, what are you doing?
Right. So, for my bonus action, I'm gonna summon one of a bear totem,
Mm-hmm.
just like within, like really at the center of everybody, so that it hits everyone. So everyone gains 5 temporary. Oh no, actually 9 temporary hit points. And for the next minute, we all have advantage on any strength saving throws or ability checks.
What's the range on that?
It's a 30-foot radius, so
5,
technically
10, 15.
it hits everybody.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say so kind of like that.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it'd be big enough to hit everybody.
Okay. So everyone has advantage for the next turn.
For strength, ability checks, and saving throws,
Okay.
and also 9 extra hit points.
All right. So everyone mark that down. You have 9 extra hit points.
Okay.
9 temporary hit points. So you went up here a little bit and cast it sort of in the middle there. Okay.
And I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to sort of run up to the skeleton right next to Buck. And I want to use my action to wild shape into a bear, but while I'm doing it, I also kind of want to just jump on that skeleton.
What the fuck? Okay, it's not working. Okay, sorry. So you're going to run up and wild shape and jump on it?
Yeah, just like as a bear, not even like as an attack, just to get on top of it.
Okay, well, you're like if you want to get on top of it and try to do anything other than just move in front of it, you can't really get on top of it, even though it's like you're not like a. You have to be 2 sizes larger for it. You can get up in its face though.
Okay, well then I'll just turn into a bear right in front of it.
Yeah.
Scare it.
Yeah. Okay. It is Dak's turn. So Dak sees all this shit. Sorry, not Dak. I don't know why it says Dak. I keep saying Dak. Juth sees all this shit and just backs off, and he's like, "The fuck."
Some guard you are.
So he is. Let me just do something here. Okay. So he looks around, he backs off. And then he's going to attack. So he makes an attack roll. Dalen, does a 16 hit you?
Nope. AC 18. Shoot.
So out of the side, you see Dak take a wild swing at you.
What?
And
Why?
you don't know. He takes a swing at you hard, and you just manage to avoid the blow as it sort of slams in next to you. Let me just check something real quick. Yeah, then he's gonna take another swing at you.
Dick.
Never liked him.
No, that's not.
Oh man, what did I just do?
Here we go. Okay, he's gonna take another swing with you. 17.
17 misses.
So you're ready for him still. He makes 2 swings at you, and he just
Put the
smiles.
shield in between him.
And that's his turn.
Ooh.
Okay. And he's staring straight at you, smiling. Dalen, your turn.
Well, that wasn't very nice. I'm gonna shove him onto the ground.
Okay.
This jerk can lie like a bastard.
Ooh, 20. So you slam him to the ground and you pinning him down to the ground.
Yep, I'm just basically pushing him onto the ground with my shield. I'm like, that's not very nice, Jude. And I will sit on him.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll a strength check to counter that to see if he breaks. If you can sort of push him down. You rolled a 20, right?
Advantage on strength check.
Yeah, but so Dak has also advantage on strength checks.
Oh shoot.
Hold on. Saving throws. Thank you. Strength. You roll some
Wait, that's what I mean. I get advantage as well on
Yeah.
Yes, you
strength
do.
check.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So I'll roll another one just in case.
Sorry. That's not athletics.
So 21.
Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. He rolls an 11.
Yeah.
So
now,
you
I'm
are-
sitting right on him.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit right on him and try to like make sure he doesn't move.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. And I was gonna yell over the siren, "Hey, something's wrong with Jude. He seems to be out of his thoughts."
All right.
And I'm sitting directly on him.
Perfect. Gerald, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm still here.
So in front of you are 2 sort of undead creatures battling sort of Matcha, Buckhold, Nala, and Mare. Behind you, Juth has just made a slash attack at Dalen. He grabbed him and threw him to the ground and sat on him.
All right. I'm gonna basically do this non-lethally.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna go and take the blunt end of my spear,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna just hit him in the head with it just to try to knock him out.
Okay. Make an attack roll with
have
advantage
advantage
because
because
he's
he's
prone.
Yeah. All right. Why is it not showing up?
Just tell me what you rolled if you see it. There it goes.
Oh, there we go.
And so you rolled a 6. You can roll one more time. Okay, 18 hits. So you're just trying to hit him in the head. You'd have to do enough damage to kind of knock him out, but
Guys, me?
yeah, roll damage. Roll like a you want to do like a
Get to do this.
perfect. So you smack him in the head. He does 6 damage. He sort of scuffles around and looks at you and goes, "What are you guys doing? What's going on?"
You try to hit me twice.
What? And he just kind of looks shocked and awe. Anything else, Gerald? That's the end of your turn.
I'm normally normal. if I come out, can I just do it?
Do you have 2 attacks? That's your attack roll,
If I
right?
use my bonus action feat,
To make a second attack? You're kind of cutting out, Gerald. I don't know if it's like if you move somewhere else, but you're kind of... Gerald? Vanguard? Okay. We're going to assume he's not doing anything else. We'll come back to it if he does. So, the other sort of undead creature near you smiles and splits into 2.
What?
What?
Almost like ripping in part. And now there's 2 sitting there.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
This might be a bit of a long shot, but did that second one leave my up attack range?
It didn't appear, so it kind of like stepped out behind and threw him.
Worth a try.
Sorry.
So,
But the one that's in front of you is now going to make an attack on you. And it rolls a nat 20.
I guess that hits.
Just barely.
And you take
Ooh, 12.
12 damage. Smack right across. Like, you saw the thing split in 2 and you sort of were taken aback a bit. And he just slams into you, bashing through into your sort of shield here. Does the shield break?
Yeah, my ward is down. My temp HP is down. So for the very first time since entering this dungeon, I get just a very small scrape on my cheek.
So you see this thing. Buckles takes a pretty huge hit, and this white light splashes and gets slashed just barely across the cheek, just a little bit.
All that for a drop of blood.
Mm.
And that ends its turn. The other one now goes, and with Matcha the bear standing in front of him, goes to make an attack.
Just a big blue bear.
And rolls a 21.
It's
And does 4 damage. So you take 4 damage. And then it's going to make another attack at you. Does a 16 hit?
yes.
Okay. And you're going to take another 8 damage. So it sort of sees you and goes whoosh, whoosh, into sort of your big, like you're standing up, sort of your arms are, and it just like slashes into your stomach as you're sort of up, arms raised, screaming at it. Okay. Mare looks at this and goes, no! That's my best Jess impression, sorry. Runs up behind this thing, goes to flank it, and then makes an attack roll with advantage. Can't use my macros because she's not an NPC. She's going to take her two-handed staff and just smack at it. And that hits, but I'll roll again just in case there's a crit. Nope, so that hits. And she's going to do 6 damage. And then she's going to spend a chi point and do Fury of Blows. And she will... Do they reset after a short rest? Or is it long rest for the monk?
Short rest.
Okay, cool. So, she's going to do Fury of Blows, which is 2 unarmed strikes on top of her bonus one, right?
Right.
Okay. Learning to monk. So that one hits. That one hits. That one hits. That one hits. So she does do.
Bam, bam.
So she smacks with the two-handed staff, doing 6 damage. Then she follows it up with a
Sorry.
and she does 15 plus 7 is 22. 28 damage to this thing, and just smacks this thing down to the ground and dies. She literally like pounds it into the ground and it falls apart. Okay, Nala, you're up.
Alright. Can I get over to flank this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna say that you have to be like kind of like you can't really flank. Yeah, you can flank the one in front of Buckles. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Great.
So make an attack with advantage. So 20 hits.
Great. 13.
So you smack this thing and cross the back of the shoulders, and it takes some damage. Like takes a big hit.
That's me.
All right. Buckles, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna have Rogue try and claw at this thing's eye sockets while I get another smack with the booming blade. And 14
Hits, yeah.
for 7 bludgeoning.
You smack it, and it's looking pretty good, but takes a big hit and sort of still looking at just snarling undeadly. Saren, you're up.
Can I go join Dalen and sitting on Juice?
Yeah. You can go over and assist.
Okay, I'm gonna go over there and help. And would that take my action?
Yeah, so basically if you're providing aid, you'd be going and aiding him, so that would give him advantage. If Juth tries to break out, it would give him advantage, basically.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just do that.
Okay. That's your action. Do you have a bonus action, or that's it?
The only thing I have as bonus action is Shalane.
It's up to you, man. I don't know. Okay. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Matcha, what are you doing?
I'm gonna walk up to that closest skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're kind of like an undead ghoul more than a skeleton.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna use the bear's multi-attack.
Go ahead.
That's for both attacks. Wait. Oh, never mind. Hold up.
So 15 and 20.
That's 13 for the first hit.
Okay. 13 misses.
And that's 18 for the second hit.
18 hits.
See, that's 2d4 plus.
And
Right, it takes
6 damage?
6 slashing damage. Yeah.
Okay, so you sort of smash across it, and it's kind of like you're big and uncovered, but you do hit it, and it does some damage, for sure. Alright. So it's Dak's turn, and he's gonna sit there and just go... sorry, it's not Dak, fucking Juth. It's Juth's turn, and he's gonna sit there and go, guys, I don't know what's going on. This place is doing weird things. He's not going to try to break out. He's just going to remain sort of underneath you.
Okay.
And that's the end of his turn. He's going to ask you if he can get up, but he's not going to try to break away.
Okay.
Dalen, it's your turn.
Alright, so I'm just gonna look at Juth, alright. So just sit right there, don't do anything until all of this is settled down, alright? And I'll get up, my 15 feet of movement,
Okay.
Look at him. Does he respond? Is he alright?
Yeah, he looks good. He's staying still.
Alright, I'm moving 15 feet this way. So I
Yep.
can get within 30 feet of this guy. Yep. Alright. And as I put out my mace, it shall shine brightly, and I will cast Turn Undead.
Okay.
I like the gif you have in there.
Caduceus.
Very nice.
I don't
So
even understand.
it's a wisdom save
Yeah.
Yes,
Just for
it
each
is.
undead.
for
Yep.
each undead.
And
Okay.
the DC is 14. Just makes it. Wow, you're really, really, really good.
Dang.
They both look at you and cock their head a bit, and nothing happens.
They're not really undead, are they? That's it. That's my turn.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. Bonus action. I'm going invisible.
Poof. Okay. Next up, Gerald is gone.
Yeah,
Okay.
his connection's going terribly.
Well, knowing Gerald, he will do something. Stay in the back, like he said, right? So Gerald will stay in the back and do something clever. Like... cast something. Okay. He will, standing next to Saren, he'll put his hand on Saren and give a little prayer and give you bardic inspiration.
Okay.
So on your, you have a 1d6 on any ability check, saving throw in the next 10 minutes, plus his charisma mod, so plus 4. So 1d6 plus 4 on any saves or
Okay.
checks you have to make. And then he will stand and look at Juth, and say, "What's going on, Juth?" Now it is the skeleton's turn, and he sees that he hit Buckhold's last time, and he is very happy. So he's going to make another swing at it. And that attack misses.
Good.
And he's going to make a second swing at you. Does a 13 hit?
If not, if I cast shield again.
Are you?
I am, yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Shield. And the attack hits the shield. And that is the end of that skeleton's turn. Mara is like, "No, you don't. You fucking guy." And she goes to make another two-handed staff swing. And misses. And she's going to do one bonus action unarmed strike. And hits with the unarmed strike. And does 8 damage to the thing. And shatters that one too with her elbow straight through the head. And that one dies. Nala.
Alright. Last one in front of me. I'm gonna go for it. With the axe.
Go ahead. $16 hits. The last one smacks and takes 9 damage, and it's looking hurt, but it's not that bad. This one still hasn't been hit too much. It's okay,
Okay.
but you definitely hit.
Great. We got the alpha thinking.
Buckholds, you're up.
All right, I'm going to use all 25 feet of my movement with stubby legs. Get on this side. Do I get flanking
Yep.
over here?
Yep.
Uchi full. All right. Boom. There we go.
24 hits.
So just 7 points of damage
You
on
smash
him.
Yep.
And I'm gonna have Rogue hold his action until after the skeleton's turn to do a help,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't leave him exposed. That's me.
Perfect. So he's going to take a hit in the back, and he's not going to turn around. He's just unexpected. He's going to go and make an attack on Nala. First attack rolls 21.
Yep.
That hits. You're not raging either, are you?
Stones and Jurors if you need to.
So you take 6 damage. Does that doesn't get divided by half, right? Or no?
Yep.
No. So you take 6 piercing damage on the first attack,
Okay.
and then he makes another swing at you, and rolls a nat 20. 25 hits, and you're going to take. So he rolled 6 plus 2. You take 9 piercing damage.
Okay, I'm gonna stones in there.
Oh.
Reduced.
Okay, so that reduces it by 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 5 plus 6, so you take 11 damage. Goes whack whack.
Wait, in total.
Yeah. So it was 9 plus 6. 2 attacks.
Oh, so the first one was 9, the second one was 6?
So the first one was 6, second one was 9.
Gotcha.
Okay. Saren, what are you doing?
Cast Eldritch Blast on it.
Alright.
With advantage.
Eldritch Blast. You have advantage.
Oh, with advantage?
Yeah, roll again.
Okay.
15 hits, roll damage.
$14.
Ooh.
Okay. This thing looks really fucked up. It is on fire, it's crackling, like its face is like jaw disconnected now. It looks fucked up. Okay. It's now Juth's turn. He stands up. And rolls a 22. Does that hit you, Saren?
Yeah.
Okay.
God damn it.
So he is going to... What the... Oh my god. Let me just check something here. Yeah. So his first attack hits you for 6 damage.
Okay.
His second attack hits you. Let me just read that here. Yeah, okay. So it's 10 damage on the first one, sorry, 6 damage on the second. So you take 16 damage
Okay. So,
as he slams you with his sort of
okay.
pole arm thing, and he smiles and he looks at you, and then he is going to run. So he's going to run this way. 30.
Jeez, how much run speed does he have?
30. So it's 5,
Wait.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Would that open an opportunity of attack?
Yep, you can do an up attack.
Do it.
Okay.
It's a melee swing though.
Yeah.
Like a melee attack.
Should have used Chalet. Okay.
$12. Do you have any? 12? No. 12 misses. So he runs. He you kind of McSwing. You were not expecting it. And he sort of slammed you, and your head's kind of like still kind of shaking, as he just stood up and then slammed the fuck out of you. Actually, you're right. He stood up, so that's half his movement. So he's only about there, and that is his turn. And then Dallin, your turn. You're invisible right now.
The hidden step will stop right now, so he will get out of it.
Okay.
Oh man, how bad does the skelly look?
Like really fucked up. Very bloodied.
Really fucked up? Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna turn towards Juice. Bad Juice, and I will command, sit down.
Okay. What is that? What kind of save is that? Wisdom save, right?
Wisdom save, yep.
Okay. Saving throws. Wisdom. Come on. Wisdom. He rolls a nat 20 plus 1.
Oh, wow. Well, I guess I'm just gonna go over there. Since you don't want to listen, come over this way. Do I have anything as a bonus action? Nope, that's it. I'm just gonna stay right there. I said, if you're not gonna sit down, I'm gonna make you sit down forcefully.
Okay.
Again. And keep you there. Again.
So your spell was your action, so that's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No bonus actions.
You're just going to stand in front of him, blocking his path. Got it. Gerald is going to see this and come in to support you and come in and make an attack. Just to try to knock him down again. So he's going to make a 1. He rolls a 21, and he's going to smack him with his spear. Try not to be lethal, but still doing damage. And he smacks him across the side of the head with a large crack. And you see that seems to hurt. Takes 9 damage. And does he get 2 attacks? No. Oh. That's the end of his turn. Mare will come over and try to finish off this skeleton here. She's not paying attention to what's going on there. So she is going to go and take a swing at this guy as well. With her 2-handed staff. She rolls a 20, and she just smacks him and smashes his head open. And that thing falls over dead. And that is her turn. Nala, what are you doing?
Can I make it to him? I think so.
Yeah, so you are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet away?
Okay.
You can,
so I'm gonna
you can move like there. Okay, so you get right there. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to grapple him.
Sure.
And do we still have advantage on strength? Okay.
It's for a minute. It's you still have advantage.
Oh, not a save then.
Should be the same number.
He rolls an 8. So he is now. You bear hug him and grapple him.
Alright. I'm gonna hold him down.
Okay. Anything else?
Bash his head in.
We want to keep him alive, I think.
Then smash his head against the floor. Maybe it knocks him out.
I'm trying to non-lethally smash him against the ground, but
Okay. Second attack. Was a bonus action attack? Do you have one? Because your action was to like grapple him, right? So that was an action.
yeah. So, can I bonus action smash him against the ground, or would that be another action?
Do you have a bonus action attack like normally?
Mm-mm.
No.
No. I'll just hold him there.
Okay. So Buckles, what do you do? Nala's now grappling Juth.
Is he struggling?
No, he's just kind of standing still now at this point.
Right, can I get close to them with 25 feet?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can get like over here. You're not in melee range. You're about 10 feet away, but you can get close.
Alright, I'm gonna look at it very angrily. I'm gonna call up some flame in my hand and say, Moradin says this place needs to be purified. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't singe the hair off your head.
No, please. I don't know what's going on. I can't control myself.
Can I insight check him?
Make an insight check.
No, like 9.
I mean, he looks like he's honest. He looks confused, terrified from what you can see.
Okay. Don't know what else to do with him. I guess I'll just use my action to dash and get on the other side of him, just so he's fully surrounded.
Okay.
That's me.
Perfect. So that bugs your turn. Saren, what are you doing?
I'm gonna run up and smack him with Shillelagh.
Okay. 16 hits.
Okay. He takes 8 damage.
He's smacking Russell. He goes, ow! Guys! Come on. What's going on?
That's for stabbing me.
I couldn't do anything. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Matcha, your turn.
Okay. I do remember seeing that he didn't look like he was charmed, and he also genuinely kind of cared about us. So if he's saying the truth, then there's someone else here with us. And I'm going to try to sniff around, see if there's anyone whose smell I don't recognize.
Okay.
Keen smell.
Make me a perception check.
Yeah.
We'll say you're in bear form right now. We get advantage on that roll.
Yeah, I get advantage on it.
Natural 20. Yeah. Okay, so you definitely snick around, and one person does smell off, and that's Juth. He doesn't smell human.
Ah, shit. I'm gonna revert back into regular form, and I'm gonna let everyone know. I don't think that's Juth, or at least it's not who he thinks he is.
All right.
He dies.
Wait. No, I don't think.
Okay, so that's what you're doing. Are you moving up? Or are you staying there?
Yeah, I'm gonna move up a little.
Okay, we're gonna say like you moved up and you're smelling around and stuff like that. Like there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. As you say that, Juth shrinks very rapidly into a tiny 2-foot version of Juth, slipping through your arms. And as he does, he turns gray, and
What?
his skin turns all gray, and he dashes out.
We got
That is a
Everyone-
lot of opportunity of
Such a
attacks.
good act.
Everyone gets
Such a
up
good-
attacks with disadvantage because he shrank down to about 3 feet. So about 2 feet. So he's like super tiny.
So because we're flanking him, can we like this like advantage to disadvantage? So it's like a normal.
Exactly. Correct.
So we're rolling normally.
Yeah, just a normal attack.
I let you guys hit him first.
Does 15 hit him?
15 hits, yeah. So Buckhold smacks him. Nala, you hit too.
Nah, like what?
Okay.
Okay, so so Matcha rolled a 7, you miss. Sarah, roll damage.
I'm trying.
Oh, you want me to roll it for you?
Maybe.
Here.
I rolled a 13 for you. It's up to you.
Sure. 13.
Oh, there we go.
It was just
16
lagging.
was the first one.
Yeah. Okay, so you do 16 damage. So he's gonna take 7. 6 plus 7 is 13. Plus 16 is 29. Okay.
Did you add in my 9?
No, you're 9.
Yeah.
So you are the last one. As he tries to dash out, you smack him. And how do you want to do
Doll
this?
swing him.
You doll swing him.
Oh yeah.
So you smack him, and he just fades into this muck. And as he fades, his true form sort of returns, and he starts to grow out. And you see this eerie, all gray mass with these 2 bulbous eyes, no mouth, longer.
Do I know what
fingers.
it is?
Make me a religion check or a history check. More of a religion check.
Can I do the same thing?
Yeah. These aren't too common. You haven't really heard too much, but you think it may be a doppelganger?
Son of a bitch.
You're not sure though.
Bloody shapeshifters.
And that ends combat. And as his body fades and dies, the eyes of the statue start to glow. And you hear 2 metallic clicks as the statue looks at you and says, "Hurry," before they send more. And that's where we're going to end this night.
Damn.
Is there anything
Nobody
on
in
the
this
bodies real
town
quick?
is who they say they are.
Uh-huh.
Burn the town! Burn it to the ground!
Just real quick, is there anything on the bodies?
I've
No,
already
so
started
the 2 guards were illusioned up. The 4 skeletons that came in, they were sort of ghoulish sort of incarnations, and they, as soon as the Juth character fell, their bodies disintegrated. So they seemed like they were maybe magically summoned of sorts. And Juice's body, as soon as he sort of reverted back to his natural shape, turned into a fiendish mush.
Alright. Dalen's gonna grab a small little vial and pick up some of that mush in that vial for evidence.
Yeah, you have some. The armor he was wearing is still there, though, so there is a guard's uniform on the ground.
What is it?
It's a guard's uniform.
Oh, can I take
What
that?
what type of armor is that?
It would be a medium, like a ringmail, I think it is. It's like a 14 AC sort of armor.
You say ringmail?
I think so. I double check. I think it's ringmail.
Everlook is just
scale
like a
mail.
city full of doppelgangers.
Scale mail. Ooh.
So it's like you know, it's like basically a coat and leggings. You know, it's leather with like pieces of metal, kind of like fish scales and stuff with a tabard over it, and sort of like one of those like Christopher Columbus metal sort of helmets. He's got a bludgeon on him and a short bow as well.
I don't suppose the scale mail is dwarf sized, is it?
It is human sized.
Shoot.
I mean, but you could modify it. You could spend a day modifying it, or paying someone to get it modified.
Pay someone to smith for me.
It's up to you. So think about it. Next week, we will take this up. I will see. Hopefully, Gerald can get his connection stabilized, and we will go from there. Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thanks, guys.
Good game.
GG.